Light 29 Casino off of the I-10. Plenty of RVs as you can see, and oh yeah, a whole bunch of trucks. This is actually the overflow parking for the trucks. There's another whole big lot back behind them. So I'm gonna go take a look inside and see what the casino looks like. Gotta go through the garage to get there. And then once I do that, I may go ahead and have dinner there. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. I'm kind of liking the idea of not having to cook and clean up after myself. And I did do a pretty daggone good workout today. So that was cool. And I've only had a little bit to eat, so I think I may just decide to do that. We'll find out. Walking around actually started off to be the method by which I get the last of my steps in. But it's going to turn into an excuse for eating out, I think. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. In today's search for Quirky, we're outside of the Indio Visitors Center, right here in Doug York Park. And we're visiting the Dr. June Robertson McCarroll Memorial. She's become known for having been the first person to develop the painted stripe in the middle of the road to separate lanes of oncoming traffic from opposing traffic. I'll walk away from some of the traffic right now. And you know, nice little gazebo in this park. So when you read the whole history, apparently there were a couple other people who claimed to have done it even sooner than she did, but did this in 1917. And she also, very unusual for the time, was a female doctor. Of course, that was unusual, but also catered to over 200 of the Native Americans in this area. Can't remember the name of the tribe offhand. And then looking over here, we have what looks to be a pretty old building, standalone, La Prensa Hispana newspaper. So there you go, some cactus metal sculptures over there. And yeah, so quick little stop. Hope you enjoyed it. So in about 3/4 of a mile, we're going to hit the traffic circle. There's a little piece of quirkiness there that I wanted to check out today. And assuming we get a good view of it, this will be the third one of these that I've come across.
In a 1/4 mile, enter the traffic circle.
So I think what I'll do is either splice the other two into this video or put a link to them. One way or the other. Cute little video. Okay, so look straight ahead. There it is. It's my third giant.
Enter the traffic circle, then your destination will be on the left.
Right straight ahead. It's my third giant metal Roadrunner sculpture. So how cool was that?
On the right.
Shield State Garden. We're going to check it out. World's finest dates and grapefruits. Well, this says bus, but I wonder if that includes RVs. I think I'm going to just go park over here. How about right here like this? Alright, well here we are at the back side of Shield State Garden. And we're going to take a little walk through here and see what we've got. Right behind me over here is the cafe, which I may decide to check out. We'll see how that goes. They call this the walk. We're walking through a a bunch of citrus trees. They have a Lisbon lemon. Tolerates heat, cold, and windy conditions as well as producing several crops each year. I've never heard of a Lisbon lemon. So the garden walk, I had read originally was a $5 charge, but I didn't see any place to pay, so there we go. So we're just going for the walk. And that particular tree doesn't look all that great, but the rest of them look pretty nice. And I think there's a big oasis in the middle of here someplace. Butterfly guava over here on the left. And oh yeah, so this is one of the things that I read about this morning. I think it was a Canadian couple donated a total of, I want to say, 20-some statues that cover Jesus' life from birth through resurrection. So this is Luke 2:7 from the RSV. She gave birth to her firstborn son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no place for them in the inn. I'm not going to read every plaque to you, promise. But we will just take a walk through here and see what else we can see. It's a, I don't know, I'm going to say it's about a 10-foot wide stone pathway that they've put together here. So that's pretty cool. Coming around the corner, we've got the child Jesus in the temple. Sitting among the teachers and so forth. Weeping willow over here. Water gardens over here. Ruby red grapefruit. They're my fave. Cool little bridge. Alright, this is pretty cool. Glad I didn't have to pay for it. And then it says, here, look up for the date palm ladders. Let's see if we can get that for you way up there. So I did watch the video, and dates are pretty intensive in terms of how they're grown, which was pretty interesting. I'm guessing this must be the baptism since they're standing in the water. Yep. Jesus and John. Anyway, really intensive in terms of growing dates. There's a lot of hands-on work involved that requires climbing up to the top of the trees multiple times during the year. And one of the things that I really found fascinating is that you can't harvest grapes like bananas. You don't pull the whole bunch at once. Also, these guys were removing about half of the bunch of dates from the interior of the whole grouping so that there was air that could get through them. And they have to pollinate by hand. So when the males flower, they go to the, climb the tree, cut off the male flowers every day, and then shake the pollen into a bag that they use for pollinating, and then they climb the female trees and hand pollinate all the female trees, and then bag them so that the pollen will actually adhere and not just get blown off. So that's a lot of work right there. And then when they go to harvest them, they're harvesting once a week, based on when they're actually ripe and ready to go. And I always thought that dates were a dried fruit, but no, that's the way they come off the tree. And apparently they only stay really fresh for like, I think they said like 15 days, but you can keep them in the refrigerator for, I think, set up to a year, and in the freezer up to 5 years. It never occurred to me to refrigerate dates, but I guess I'll start doing that and probably have better quality dates. Dates are kind of my go-to dessert. Every once in a while when I think I want to have something sweet, I'll just get out a couple of dates, and like 2 dates, they're so intensely sweet, that's all I need. Beautiful gardens though. This is really cool. Glad I'm taking the chance to walk through. And in the website I was reading this morning from Atlas Obscure, love that site. If you haven't seen it, check it out. What I was reading there, the cafe serves, I think it said, stuffed dates with jalapenos and some kind of cheese wrapped in bacon. So I might get an order to go, because that sounds pretty awesome. Alright, this is fairly large. I'm looking straight ahead of me and I can see a bunch of RVs parked there. I thought maybe it was an RV park, but I thought maybe it was RV parking. But I think it's actually an RV park. So we just keep walking through. Oh, here comes one. It's Jesus on an ass. So that's Palm Sunday. There we go. Yeah, this is extended as far as it'll go, so kind of hard to get everything in. But at least it's more stable than I typically am when I'm just grabbing my phone and running around. Well, and this is the Last Supper, except they didn't put the rest of the apostles in. So I guess he's having dinner alone tonight. Got a pretty good sized pond out here with a fountain going. Fair amount of algae on the water surface, but that's pretty. Check that out. Pretty cool. All right, we're gonna keep walking here. Get this finished up. Yeah, I didn't see any actual RV parking here, so I just parked in the parking lot. I think I'm even in one space, so that's kind of cool. It's one of the things that I'm really loving about this rig. I'll have to do a rig tour soon. I keep forgetting about that. Well, and since I'm heading home today, I think I'll do the tour after I get everything cleaned out and reorganized, because I've been giving a lot of thought over the past month about how to better organize stuff. And especially now that my toolbox is stored where the batteries used to be, that actually makes it kind of easier to get to. So I got some pretty good ideas about what I want to do differently. We'll see how that works out. Well, this is longer than I thought. I'm actually kind of getting my steps in here. And of course I'm doing it at a fairly quick pace. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like it goes in both directions. I'm gonna go uphill, I think. Does it go uphill? Does it turn the corner? We'll know in a moment. Probably have to come back down. And I think you're gonna get a glimpse of the RV park and dumpster behind me here. So the whole date thing's really fascinating. Oh, and here at Shields Dates, There are two varieties that you can only get here, so I think I'm gonna get some of those, just cause. Okay. So I walked up here and they're sprinkling grass. I hope I'm not gonna get wet. It's not that warm out today, even though I'm wearing shorts on the 1st of February. Yeah, it looks like I might have to walk through some of the water-ish to get out of here. Look at the way they've trimmed the bottoms of all these fronds. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see if I can get out of here without getting soaked. Oh, I think all this water on the walkway is left over from watering the other side. But I can't walk too fast either because it's deep enough that each step is kicking water up on me. So you can see a lot of dates ranged around behind me there. Pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna buy some of the blonde and brunettes to take home with me. Just cause. And I'm only gonna get the bacon wrap dates if I can get carry out because I'm not hungry at all. I had an apple with some almond butter for breakfast and 2 slices of turkey meat, and that was all I had. Whoops, there was a step there I missed. Okay, so we're pretty much back at the beginning now, I think. Yeah. All right, well, that was pretty cool. Let's go find out about those bacon wrap dates. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and always remember to sally forth, live your best life, go out and adventure in whatever way works for you.